live. Chris Olson, how you doing? Just saw your comment pop up there. Hope everybody's doing fine. If everybody could let me know if you can see me and hear me okay, I would appreciate it. We won't go much further until I know that for sure. Please. All right, Chris Olson's saying, well, he's putting a bunch of emojis up there. Steve S is here. Just want to make sure you guys can see me and hear me okay before we go any further. Jason C, how about those Lions? They're doing good. Thanks, Fred. All right, there we go. Loud and clear, Little Lima Charlie. There we go. All right, we're good. Good to see everybody. Ryan Purchase, Patrick, Forrester, Pat Enos. I'm sitting here spinning my sunglasses. That's going to be annoying for everybody. I better stop that. I'm seeing a lot of Tangle Tackle Army members on here. If you see those people's name in green, that means they're Tangle Tackle Army members. They get access to our private Discord page, and they get to go into a drawing at the end of the year to go on a charter with me next season. So if you want to join the Army, the Tangle Tackle Army, that is, the link is down below. Would love to have you on there. It's a lot of fun. Mark Pearson, hello back to you. Yeah, somebody just said, how about those Lions? Looking good. Looking real good. I think they're up by 14 or 17 right now on Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay is no slouch. They're a pretty decent team. I think that opening win against the Chiefs this year, that was no fluke. The Lions are tough. They're solid. They're coached well. They got great players. Dave Robbins, good to see you, man. 20-6 right now. Thanks, Scott. And yeah, they look good. I got their back always. You know, I've been a lifelong Lions fan, and it's nice to see. It's nice to finally see communities, you know, the state, the towns getting behind them. You know, it'd suck. It would suck to go to work every day and just hear people complain, just to say how lousy you are. I mean, that's got to be so detrimental to your mindset. So I'm really happy to see the Lions community coming together and getting behind those guys. Ryan, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the comment on the hoodie. Yep, got the hoodie on. If you want to get one, they might even have a sale going on, right? I don't control the sale times or anything like that. Is a third-party company that does the clothing, the merchandise for us. So there might actually be a sale going on right now. There's a link down below, or there might even be a link up on your screen if you want to get your hands on the Team Dreamweaver limited edition sweatshirt or T-shirt. We got those available right now. All right, so here's what's going on tonight. I don't have a topic of the day. We're just going to talk a little fishing. We're going to cry a little bit because I just put the boat away. I'm sitting at the marina. The boat is in that, you can see that barn right behind me. That's where the boat is. I got to hop in there and grab a couple things out of it. I got a bunch of reels that I'm sending to my friend Scott Argetsinger. You guys, if you've been on this channel for any length of time, you've seen Scott on here. Scott was at Dreamweaver, is no longer at Dreamweaver. Scott is now doing his own business. He's doing a reel repair and upgrade service. Mascot Reel Service. I think he has a website if you do a search for Mascot Reel Service. But I have 20 reels that I am getting out of my boat, and I'm going to send them to him because we did that reel last year on the channel. We upgraded that 110 color. Holy moly, was that thing so much better. I made up my mind. Absolutely. So yeah, I got 20 Akuma convectors, and I think they're all convectors. I think they are. I might have a couple of Daiwa Seagates in there too, but I got 20 of them, and I'm sending them all to Scott. Scott, if you're not on here tonight, that's fine. Hey, check him out though if you're looking for a real service. He's near Ludington, and he does a great job. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna grab the reels and get that done, but we'll talk about fishing a little. We can talk some more football. We can talk Leroy Dowding for Purple Taco Fly Supply is on here. Good to see you, Leroy. If you got any questions about Purple Taco Fly Supply, if you want to tie your own trolling flies, Leroy Dowding is on here. He and his lovely wife Deb own the company, and they'd love to talk to everybody on here. So if you got any feedback for them, if you want to learn to tie your own trolling flies, we have videos all over this channel showing you how to do that. His website also has links to those videos. If you want to tie your own flies, we have over 20 recipes now on his website. Yeah, it's over 20. Every year we put out 5 new ones. A lot of them I have come up with over the years. Some I've stolen from other people. And then you guys have also come up with some recipe that we put on there as well. So yeah, if you want to tie your own flies, man, go do it. It's a blast. It's fun to catch something on something that you made. Oh, Diet Coke. God, it's bad for you anyway. I don't know why they even put the word diet on it. So fishing around here. Let's talk about Manistee fishing real quick. We'll do a little Q&A. We'll talk about anything you want to, and then we'll get out of here for the night. My plan is next weekend, next Sunday, I want to do an end of the year wrap up again, like we did last year. I did with Scott. Maybe I can get Scott to come back if he wants to. But I'm going to go over what I thought was what I know was our best lures for the last season: the spoons, the flasher flies, the meats, meat rigs, plugs, whatever. We're going to go over that next weekend, next Sunday. That's my plan. Scott, if you're on here, or if you watch this later, get in touch with me, or I'll get in touch with you. And if you want to get together and do that again, that'll be fun. So yeah, that'll be next Sunday. Steve Steele asked me if I've been out bow hunting yet. I have not. I haven't been in a tree yet. I have gotten, I don't know, the passion is still there, but just not like it used to be for me. You know, last 3-4 years, I've passed up what I think most people would consider a lot of shooter bucks. You know, 2 years ago, I passed up a 9-point with probably an 18-inch spread, 19-inch spread, and just watched it walk. You know, I want to get something bigger. I want to get something, you know, if I'm going to go out there and hunt, you know, you understand what I'm saying. I really want to, I love being in a tree. Don't get me wrong. Just being in a tree and just watching everything going on around you, the squirrels and the animals and everything else that come. I've seen badgers out there. I've seen, you know, coyotes everywhere. You name a Michigan animal, I've probably seen it out there. I have not seen a cougar, thank God. I got almost chased up a tree by a porcupine one time. You know, I love to be out there. But I don't feel like I don't have that desire to just go out there and kill something just to kill something. No, I'm really, really picky these days on what I want to take as far as deer. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out there though. I will be soon. Yeah, I will be soon. Where the heck was I going with all this? I lost my train of thought. Oh, fishing around here in Manistee. Pretty lousy. Just to be blunt, sounds like it's pretty lousy right now as far as the big lake goes. Which I guess is a little surprising to me. We got north blow right now. We did have a really strong north blow over the last couple of days. And I have no doubt that that's probably contributing to some of the lousy fishing right now. But I've talked to people that have gone way out. I've talked to people who fished down by the point. I've talked to people who fished around the pier heads. I've talked to people about fished about everywhere else in between, and it's been pretty stinky. So, you know, is it gonna? We normally have pretty good fishing at the end of the season. You know, into October, even into November. We still get coho out there. We still get juvenile kings out there. It could be lake trout, steelhead. It can be normally pretty good. Hopefully it'll happen again this year. But what it sounds like right now is pretty lousy. River fishing though is definitely picking up. The kings are pretty much, I know they're still getting a few, but they got to be pretty rotten by now. I did just put a video out. I went fishing with my friend Jake Bartinsky from Netminder Charters. We went out a couple weeks ago. I do have a video out on that if you want to check that out. And I just put a video out a couple days ago on smoking that salmon, my recipe and how I went about smoking that I almost said Canham because Dan Canham's name just popped up here. Smoking that Canham. Thanks, Dan. Good to see you. Yeah, so if you want to check out those videos, check them out. They're pretty. Here's the funny thing about YouTube and me and this channel. Like my live streams, the live streams do really, Dan's laughing. The live streams do really well on YouTube, and a few of our recorded videos do really well as well. but it seems like YouTube just does not push out some of my intermediate videos, like the ones that I just did, the river fishing, the smoking the salmon. YouTube just, for whatever reason, I don't know if they see me as a one-trick pony as far as like a live streamer, and so it doesn't really push out a lot of my other stuff. If you want to do me a favor, if this channel helps you at all in any way, don't smoke the candle. Yeah, if you want to help this channel out in any way, go watch those videos for me. Just watch them front to back, or whatever parts you want to watch. Share them if you want to. That would be wonderful. Hit the like button on them if you like them. If you don't like them, hit the dislike button on them. That gives me feedback also. Leave a comment on them. All of that triggers that algorithm to promote this channel more and more. I want to continue to do this channel, but this channel has to grow exponentially for me to be able to do that. So if you want to help out this channel at all, and God, I don't want to sit here and sound like a YouTube beggar. That sucks. But if this channel has helped you at all and you want to help the channel at all, go do those things. That would be wonderful. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. We'll still be friends. So yeah, river fishing though, I hear it's pretty good. As far as the kings go though, most of the kings I think were pushed off up the river, that is, up to the dam or wherever they're going, the other river systems. But I know some steelhead are starting to roll in as well. It's getting dark out. Yeah, you probably can't see me very well. I apologize about that. But steelhead are starting to show up in the rivers as well, and that's exciting. I've talked to a few people who've been out steelhead, and they've done decent. Not, bonsai great, but decent. So if you want to get out on the river right now, I have no doubt you're probably still going to find a king or two. With all this north wind, any late running kings probably came into the river system, so you might even find some fresher kings there if you want to go. But if I was going to go fishing, I'd be going on the river. That's where I'd be going, and I think that's going to be your best bet right now. Now, if the lake picks back up, the big lake, I'll let you know that is also. But boy, that river fishing, that's a blast. That is an absolute blast. Hooking into a king on a 7-foot spinning rod with a stick bait or a wad of skein spawn. Holy moly, just a blast. Steelhead, just acrobatic as all heck. Tear up your gear. You lose a lot of them. Who cares? Just fun to catch. Fun to catch. So yeah, if you haven't hit the rivers yet, if it's something you want to do, go hit the rivers. I'm sure right now you're going to do just fine. My riverboat has still not shown up. Oh. I've contacted Stealthcraft, and I know they're super busy. I'm getting limited feedback on what's going on. Sounds like I'm getting kind of mixed signals. It sounds like maybe it's going into paint, or maybe it's going into final production. I don't know. But I know it's still not ready. That's the one thing I do know. There, that helps. So Scott's website again, just look up Mascot, M-A-S-C-O-T, Real Service. Look it up, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, I don't know where the heck they're really nice people. I don't want to trash talk them at all. They're really nice people. I know they're super busy, but it's hard to, when I call there, seems like maybe one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing sometimes, but I know they're super busy, so I give them a lot of slack, and it shows up when it shows up. I'm really excited. I think it's the best riverboat. One of the best, if not the best, hands down. Stealthcraft make fantastic machines. Bill Gerlach saying that's much better. I don't know. I think that makes me look better, but you can see me better that way. So I'm trying to think where else I wanted to go with as far as the fishing. That's really all I've heard around here right now lately. My boat's put away, like I said. River fishing is pretty good. If you want to go fishing with us next season, I'm telling you right now, this is not like a plug or a ploy or smoke up the old you-know-what. My books are already filling up. August is pretty darn full already. Late July is starting to fill up. May, when fishing can be really good for spring kings, is starting to fill up. If you want to get out there with us, it's just a $100 deposit, and I put you on the books. It happens every year. I say this every year. Book with me, book with me early, and Every year I get calls from people, hey, well, we love the channel, we want to go out fishing with you. Can we get out on such and such date? And it's normally no, because it's booked up. So if you want to get out fishing with us next year, or anybody really, call us very early. Now would be the best. So websites in the description. I got to attach the description after this video post, so all that information will be in there. But yeah. All right. So that's the plan. Next week we're going to do the end of the season recap. We'll talk some fishing next week as well. Scott Argetsinger, if I can get him on the show next week, I'll get him. Yeah, Bill Girl, we do have a lot of very, very happy returning customers. We got a lot of people that book with us like soon as their trip's over, even in the middle of the trip. Like, hey, what do you got open next year? So yeah, we do have a lot of returning customers, but there's still room for others. So, but yes, next week, end of the season recap. Oh, there's a couple other really big things, and I've been teasing this out, and I don't mean to keep teasing on it, but there's at least 2 other big things that are happening really soon. I can't give out the information yet. One is a product that's an absolute game changer, and the other one is something I can't say anything about. I can't give away any information on that, but that information's coming up soon. I know probably within the next month, maybe month and a half. All right, Tim Schlau just said Lions won the game. Way to go, Lions. Good job. To everybody out there, I hope your teams are doing great as well. I hope all your teams go to the Super Bowl, even though they all can't. It'd still be nice, huh? All right, let's do a little Q&A. Whatever you want to ask, I'm here. If nobody's got anything, we'll get the heck out of here. I'll head on home and I don't know. I'll head on home. Have something to eat. I know I missed some comments while I'm talking. I can't talk and read at the same time, and it's hard for me to talk and walk at the same time, let alone read things. Hey, Craig Rao. Good to see you. Yeah, thanks, Craig. I appreciate that. What are the big walleye going to bite on? I tell you what, my absolute go-to walleye baits every year, whether it be spring walleye or late fall walleye, and late fall walleye, fantastic fishing. Troll the shorelines, troll the shallows up on the shorelines. Baits in there, looking for warmer water, or looking for food and warmer water. Walleyes are in there chasing them. Great fishing in the fall for walleye, trolling the shorelines at nice slow speeds. But my 3 go-tos for walleye every time were husky jerks, silver husky jerk, I think the size 12, gold husky jerk, also same size, and then the Rapala X-Wrap in that pearl ghost. I think that's the name of it. There's a color something similar to that. It's got that really white iridescent ghost pattern to it, but those 3 right there caught more walleye for me than any other baits around here anyway. So that would be my go-tos right now. Always will be. Bandits, yeah, also great. Somebody's just asked me a question. There's a big long comment that says something about something about 50 feet versus diving and whatnot. I'm sorry I missed that comment. It came through really quick. Also, my eyes are starting to get bad. I might have to get glasses. I've never had glasses, but now I'm in almost my mid-50s. Things are starting to get a little blurry. I'm 2 feet away from the camera. It's a little blurry sometimes. But all right. What was my busiest week of the season? So, Mr. Clark, it's not 1 week, it's 1 month. August is booked. August is super busy. So, end of July also is a really good time if you're looking for like premium prime times to go. August, end of July, May. If you love lake trout, and I love lake trout, come out in June. That's come out in June. That's absolutely fantastic lake trout fishing. We'll put 15, 20 lake trout in a boat on a trip, and they're great on the smoker, great to eat. Ryan wants to know any upgrades on dark blue for the in the off season. So one thing I am doing is I'm upgrading my transducer mounts, because my Airmar transducers, I got a P66 transducer and a TM150. The TM150 runs off my Simrad. The P66 runs off my Lowrance. Those mounts that come from Airmar are just horrible. They're plastic. There's limited, I mean, really limited maneuverability with those things. I mean, you got to figure out your transom's angle, and then get the right shim or the right mount, and hopefully it's going to work the right way. And there's no way to move it up and down. You can't tilt it in any way. You can slide it up and down a little, but man, I am just really frustrated with that. And I get it. It's a price point for them. They're made out of plastic. They break easy. So I am looking at some aftermarket mounting options for my transducers. And there's one company that I want to go with. Haven't made up my mind though yet. But looks like they got some really good products called Rytek out of Canada. I think it's just RYTEK. And a little pricey. I'll say that. They're a little pricey. But I think for what they're going to do, they're probably going to be the right, not probably, they're going to be the right way to go. Unless I find a different option, that's more than likely. Yeah, somebody's just saying Rytek right there. More than likely going to be the option I go with. I've been talking to the owner a little bit on email, just to make sure that, just a little chatter back and forth. But yeah, that's going to be one upgrade for sure. Yeah, definitely one upgrade. Just my transducers, I mean, they're good transducers. They're really, really, they're good. I lose, and I don't know if the transducer got bumped in some way, but I found this season, once I got up over 2.5 miles an hour, I couldn't read fish anymore. I could not mark fish. I could mark bottom, no problem. But I lost the ability to mark fish, and I couldn't even mark my cannonballs. And so I wanted to tilt the transducer. If this is the back of the boat, I wanted to tilt it up a little, so I was getting more of the area behind the boat. And you just can't even do that on those things. There's no adjustability that way, unless you take the whole bracket off and put a shim in there, and then you're guessing anyway. It's just guesswork. So anyway, I'm kind of dragging that out a little. But yeah, that's going to be one upgrade. I got a couple other things going on as well. Upgrading the reels, like I already talked about, and then whatever else I can figure out in my feeble brain. Any thoughts on a Seakeeper? So I've never fished on a boat with a Seakeeper, but it's an intriguing device without a doubt. I know my friend Adam Knutson fishes with Innuendo down Ludington and some other ports. I know the Innuendo has a Seakeeper on it. I've never been on the boat. It's a beautiful boat. My God, it's a beautiful boat. And if you don't know what a Seakeeper is, I want to say it's got to be similar to a gyro, and it sits down on the bottom, probably the lowest part of the hull, and it reads the way that the waves are moving the boat, and there's a great big weight down there that spins to counteract the waves hitting the boat. So it's, I don't know, I think if you can afford it, sure, why not? I can't afford it. I'll say that right now. I think it's it's a gyroscope. I think it's $20K plus for the system. So that's, I have a 1983 Tierra, and I put a lot of love into that thing, a lot of love. But that's my price range. I don't have the extra income to put something like that in the boat. It'd be great, but yeah, if you can afford it, it'd probably be a game changer. Tim Potter saying he just had some surgery done on cataracts. Hey, I hope everything's going okay for you, Tim. Thanks for the comment there. Craig Rao with an 84 Grady White. There's nothing wrong with an old boat. If you get the right one, and it took me a long time. To find the right boat. And finally, my friend Brian Standen, he was selling his 83. I knew it was a clean boat. Brian took great care of it. And as soon as he said, hey, I'm selling that thing, I was, okay, I'm going to the bank, man. And there's nothing wrong with an old boat. They just need love. All boats need love. Older boats need a little more love. So yeah, change oil 3 times this year. I do a lot of maintenance on there. I'm always tinkering on something, just checking belts, checking tightness on bolts and nuts and everything else. Changing out coils, changing out plugs, changing out plug wires, changing out caps and rotors. Just giving it some love, and they'll take good care of you. Ryan Hart saying, old boats outfish the new ones. Hey, there's some boats. Those older Tierras, I'm telling you, the early 80s, mid 80s Tierras, they have so much room in the back end. They don't have the step down like some of the newer Tierras have. It's just a flat floor from all the way from the cuddy to the stern, and it just opens up that whole area for fishing room. And that's what I love about that thing. And it runs great. If you get that thing dialed in the right way, it can really put some fish in the boat. Yeah. Super fishy, absolutely. It's not a speed demon, I'll tell you that. 20 miles an hour normally, 21 miles an hour is about where I'm running, even 18, 19 sometimes. I'm not getting anywhere in a hurry, I'll tell you that. But I'm getting there, and we're getting there. We're getting there to catch some fish for sure. All right, we're about a half hour deep into this. We got about 100 people on here. Thanks everybody for coming on. We got almost 40 thumbs up. Thank you for that also. That really, Ryan, I can't see your last name, Gallerman maybe. Yeah, yeah. So thanks for the thumbs up. They definitely help the channel. And like I said, if you want to do anything at all to help the channel, if it's helped you in any way, hit the sub button. Watch some of those videos I just put out, and just watch them. And if you want to like them, like them. If you don't like them, dislike them. I'm fine with that. It gives me feedback. If you don't like something, then I can always tweak things. Mark Pearson, what's the name of Scott's Reel Service? It's Mascot Reel Service, I believe, something like that. You can find it on Facebook, I know that for sure. But also, I think if you do a web search, you're going to find it that way. All right. Thanks, Bill Gerlach, for all those thumbs up. Yep. There they all go. Thanks, guys. Do appreciate it. Nice of you to do that. So, let's get out of here. Lions, nice job. If the Jets win somehow against the Eagles, Lions are number 1 in the NFC. So, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. All right. Take care. Be safe, everybody. If you need anything, obviously, leave a comment down below. I always check the comments, and I'm happy to answer any questions that way for you. But let's get out of here. Have a great week. Be safe. See you next Sunday.